Hi, I'm Caressa Jackson for Heart of the Home, coming to you from the kitchen at the Meadow Event Park. Today we're going to be making a hearty chicken and vegetable stew. So we're going to start this off with some vegetables. So you either want to start with fresh vegetables or frozen. And so here I have a combination of carrots, peas, green beans, and corn. I also have some fresh potatoes here. This is one potato chopped up into about 1/4 inch thick pieces, and they are basically sliced down the side and then 4 times just to get your pieces here. Then we have 2 cups of shredded chicken. To save you a step, you can pick up a rotisserie chicken at a store, or if you want, this is the equivalent of 2 chicken breasts. You can boil them or bake them, whatever you want to do ahead of time, and then shred it. We have 1/4 cup of sugar here, but you're going to use the sugar to taste. We have 1 can of triple succotash and 1 can of stewed tomato. So to begin, we want to turn our eye onto medium heat. One of the fun things to know about this recipe is that you can cook this the fast way, which is what I'm about to show you, but this is also a great slow cooker recipe. So you can put all of these ingredients together on your slow cooker, cook it for about 4 hours on high or 8 hours on low, but do not put raw chicken into your slow cooker. You still want to make sure that the chicken was cooked ahead of time. So we're going to start with our stewed tomatoes and our succotash. Succotash is a combination of tomatoes, butter beans, corn, so you can get this at your local grocer, and you can get many different kinds because some of them have celery in them. So not a particular fan of celery, so I don't put celery in mine. And so once we have our liquid ingredients in, the next thing that we want to put in will be our potatoes because they're going to take a little bit longer to cook than everything else. We want to cook this on low for about 5 to 10 minutes or until our potatoes start to give a little bit when you either push it down with a fork or with your spoon. All right, and now we're going to add our vegetables, fresh or frozen, whichever you prefer. And for those of you wondering, yes, you could use a canned combination of these vegetables, but I just try when I cook to cut down on as many canned and processed foods as possible and to do things a little more fresh in the healthy way. You can get lots of fresh local vegetables at your farmer's market, or if you have a garden, you could go out and stew yourself some tomatoes the night before or a week or 2 before and have them ready for this recipe. If you want a more soupy stew, at any point during this recipe, you could add about a cup or a cup and a half of water, just depending on how much more soupy you want it to be, but I like a really hearty soup. At the same time that we add our vegetables, we can go ahead and add our chicken. Want to get everything nice and coated. And then we can salt and pepper to taste. And with our sugar, you can pretty much do this to taste. If you want your stew to have a little bit of a sweet kick to it, go ahead and put the entire 1/4 cup of sugar in there. If you want just to take a little bit of the bite of the tomato off, then maybe do about 3 or 4 pinches. And that's what I'm going to do today. All right, we're going to cover and cook this on low for about 30 minutes, or like I said, if this were a crock pot meal that you were doing, about 4 hours or 8 hours, depending on if you're cooking it on low or high. Then we'll come back and it'll be time to serve. All right, now we are at the point where our potatoes have cooked down, our vegetables are ready, and you can hear that it's simmering a little bit, and we are ready to serve. You can serve this with a little Parmesan cheese on top if you like. I like to eat mine with a little butter crackers. And here you have it, hearty chicken and vegetable stew. From Heart of the Home, I'm Caressa Jackson. Come and get it.
Recipes from the Heart of the Home can be found on the Virginia Farm Bureau website at vafarmbureau.org.